Is there something you wish someone would have told you before you became a DJ?
I'm trying to think now. Well, I mean, straight away, my parents tried to talk me out of it.
Really?
Well, I wanted to drop out of college. I was like, look, I knew, and I said, look, this is what I want to do, and they talked me into at least finishing my studies. So
Good parents.
Great parents. But I think the advice that I would give to anyone wanting to DJ is, don't do it for the fame, don't do it for the glory, don't do it for the money, do it for the passion, do it for the love of music. As long as that's there, then you'll enjoy what you do.
Now, Showtek is a huge show. So many people playing. It's this like big epic party. What's your advice to people? Because I don't know how people stay awake that long and stay so enthused.
I put it down probably to Red Bull and tequila, but
Yeah, that's true.
That usually works for me. But you know what? I think the thing is it's you know, people are used to going to festivals. People can go to 3-day long parties. So when it's just a one-night party, come early, get your money's worth,
Stay
see
late.
all the DJs, and have fun. You know, I mean, there's always Saturday to recover if you're in Cape Town, and then equally in Joburg, they've got Sunday to recover after the Saturday show. But you know, I think rather than putting all your focus on just the international artists, who will be great, come and support the local artists. The lineups are really good in both cities. And, you know, again, when they're doing a show like this, although it's at Shimmy Beach Club where you could go on any night of the week, because it's an electric event, because it's Showtek, the production will be better, the sound system will be bigger, you're going to get your money's worth. So just come have fun.
Who are you most excited to see?
Well, to be honest, probably Showtek, because I know all the other guys playing.
Yeah.
And so it's not really that I don't love the local acts performing, but for me it's just, I've played with them so many times. I always like to play with someone new, and that's what Showtek are bringing.
You've played with a lot of different people. You've played with David Guetta, Armin van Buuren, Tiesto, Basement Jaxx, Paul van Dyk, and Jamiroquai.
Yeah.
What? I love Jamiroquai.
I actually did a vinyl set for that.
Really?
Believe it or not, yeah, I was here in Cape Town, and I did an opening set, which was very cool. So that was all on vinyl. And obviously, you know, I'll tailor my sound or my set depending on who I'm playing with. So with Jamiroquai, we got a very specific brief from the promoter that we couldn't play music above a certain tempo. Basically, don't bang it too hard, because Jamiroquai is like a funk and soul sort of band. So it was really challenging. I had to dig through my collection and find music that would suit, and I loved it. It was so much fun playing that set. And then through to playing with guys like Paul van Dyk, Tiesto, Avicii, David Guetta, where it's on massive stages, big production, and you can really, you know, kind of do whatever you want with the sound. So I've been very, very blessed to have played with so many of the great international acts, and it's something I'm very proud of.
What's been your most memorable show?
I think in recent times would probably be opening for Swedish House Mafia.
Oh, wow.
It's, yeah, it was here in Cape Town at the Ostrich Ranch, and it was one of those days where it was a sold-out show, about 15,000 people, which is big. Anywhere in the world, that's a big show. And people came from, like, the word go. So I was doing a warm-up set, daytime set, and the place was packed. Wow. So it was just a really powerful experience to see that many people. And equally at that show, I got to play one of my own tracks called Miss a Beat. And again, just that feeling of 15,000 people partying to your own music, it's hard to beat. It's pretty addictive.
It sounds addictive. Now I want to do it. And now that I know that I can just get a program.
I can mix automatically for you.
Press a button.
Yeah.
I'm going to become a DJ. What should my DJ name be? I don't know.
DJ Jen?
No, that's bad.
We'll
That's
think of something.
We'll think about something
Yes,
later.
get people to comment.
Now, how can people find you online if they want to see where you're playing next and find out about all your exciting adventures?
The easiest way is to go to my website, which is deanfuel.com, and it links to all my social media platforms, which is basically just anytime you search Dean Fuel, one word. So on Facebook, it's Dean Fuel, Twitter, Dean Fuel, Instagram, SoundCloud, YouTube, you name it, it's just Dean Fuel.
You just said Dean Fuel so many times. How did you choose your DJ name?
Good question. Because the obvious one was to be DJ Dean, which was not an
Which
option.
I think is good. You could be Double D.
Sounds bad.
Or really good, depending on how you look at it.
But yeah, it was basically a nickname that I got when I was at varsity, was Fuel. And so the first time I had to put my name on a flyer, rather than being DJ Dean, I just went with my nickname, which is Dean Fuel.
Why did they call you Fuel?
Long story, but it kind of came out of a long drinking game that we'd been playing like all weekend, and needless to say, I was the loser of the game. And but yeah, it was.
What drinking game was it?
It was called Chandeliers. It's like a combination of coinage and something else, where you have to bounce a coin into a glass and nominate people to drink, and it
I
gets
think
quite
I've played a
complicated.
version of this.
But basically, long story short,
Okay.
every time you get the coin in the glass, like 3 times in a row, you get to make a rule. And one of my friends made a rule that anytime anyone missed the glass, I had to take a drink. And of course, then people were just deliberately missing. I ended up getting
I can
slightly
imagine.
tipsy.
Yeah, just a bit.
But yeah, just during the course of that night, the nickname Fuel kind of came up, and it just felt like a good name to use as a DJ. And pretty much from the word go, people responded to it. They thought it was great in terms of, you know, fuel, energy, mixing, music, partying. So it's kind of, it's done me well.
You know what rule I like to make when I play versions of that game? Not that I do anymore, but when I used to. Lava floors.
Okay.
And then you don't walk, no one can walk on the floor.
Okay.
So you can go places, but you can't use the floor.
Yeah, I can
That was
imagine
my
hopping
go-to.
on chairs. And
Yeah.
It's good fun, you know. It's the perks of being a student is doing things like
Yes,
that.
but then we have to grow up.